Okay, this is attempt number 3 to do this, but okay. So what I've noticed here is this is the original talent trees, how it was set up with World of Warcraft, and you've got things, heroic strike, deflection, improved rend, improved charge. You've got all this stuff here. This is the arms. This is arms. And you got sword specialization, mace specialization, two-handed weapons, axe, pole arm. You've got everything here for actual arms, except you go from tactical mastery to anger management. Anger should be over here in fury, because you got piercing howl, blood craze, unbridled wrath, shout. You've got all this stuff, but then you got dual wield. Dual wield should be over here, because dual wielding is a form of arms. That's arms training. Protection, that is fine, but dual wield is a class specific item. Rogues, they dual wield. It's right here. It's in combat. Combat and arms they go hand in hand. Now, what they've done with it now is they've made it for over here. Let's see. See, this is the arms. This is what they've set up. It makes no sense because it's literally like they changed everything. Most of the stuff isn't even on there anymore. They've expanded yet narrowed it at the same time. My idea there is say you have a shaman. Shaman has a class specific thing that it does, and that is its transformations into the wolf and all that stuff. That's class specific. Rogue, they've made it class specific, where rogues on assassination combat or subtlety, they've made it class specific where they can pick locks. Now, what they're doing with the warrior is they're narrowing down dual wield in the wrong category. Dual wield is not a fury. Dual wield is an arms. Now, I understand that this is the old setup, but I mean, what they've changed it to is you only get to pick this one, you only get to pick this one, you only get to pick this one. You cannot mix and match, you can't balance it based on your fighting style, on your playing style. It is completely just set in stone. You only get this, you only get this, or you only get this. You cannot do anything else. That is what you're locked to from the start. Now, you can change things, you can add things, you can be like, okay, I want more of the improved heroic strike, or I want more shield specialization. You choose what you want. But I mean, look at arms. This is, let's see, two-handed weapons. That's passive. That's just a skill. Axe, pole arm, mace, sword. You have so much that is just passive over here. But then you have, slam, death wish, bloodthirst, fury. It's all of these. These are things that you can actually click on and activate. And then you have taunt. See, now this, even when you have arms, you still have taunt. you still have a few of these, and you still have a few of these, but they don't carry this over. Now, I talked to a GM. I opened a ticket. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. See, I had to put it under problem with achievement because it wouldn't let me put anything else anywhere. Now, I broke it down for him, but this is basically what they were talking about. But there are pages and pages and pages for this exact same thing. When I looked up the help, I'll mark it as resolved. Yeah. So, basically, it was let's see what we got. Uh, 100 results, and there is a lot of stuff for it. 3 months ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 months ago, 4 weeks ago. Let's see. I was reading through. There was a thing from not too long ago on here that broke down this exact same thing, and there was something like I think it was like a little over 2,000 comments on it, saying that there is a huge screw up here. I mean, you've got paladins and priests and rogues, and everybody has a set skill. But warriors, they took a set skill and put it in a wrong tier, which then screws up the whole game. Dual wield should be a passive setting throughout. I mean, you still get these skills here, but you don't get the main one. I mean, they put anger management, which is a fury, increase the time required for your rage to decay while out of combat. Now, that should be over here. I mean, it makes no sense. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that should be in fury, because rage has nothing to do with arms. Rage is fury, and dual wield is arms. They did this backwards. And let's see. Yeah. I mean, all of these seem right. They all seem right, but it makes no sense. I mean, when you go into actual World of Warcraft, it go away. They lock it down for one thing, and it really screws up the game, setting it as one specialty or one setting. Oy vey. I don't know what's been going on with this stuff lately. Yeah. It's interesting because I just updated this, like I think it was yesterday or something, and now it's like they want to install everything. I literally I did everything. It's just really weird. But what I'm saying is they slowed everything to a halt. It used to be set where you could choose. You had an unlimited amount of things that you could do. You could actually adjust how you want the game to be played, and that's what gave everybody the ability to fight their own way. Now you have all the main classes, but then you have subclasses for each one of those, and that subclass is being set into 3 tiers is what really screws everything up. Wow, it's only been like a year and a half since I've seen a street sweeper on my road, but whatever. But okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you got the 3 subclasses on each class. That limits. I mean, they took this huge world and put it into cookie cutters. You've got, okay, you're a warrior. Well, you have these 3 sets. That's all you can go through. You're a shaman. You got 3 sets. That's all you can go through. Before you can adjust it on how you play. And one day you could be like a level 24 and you're just ganking 30s and 40s left and right. But then someday you could be a level 50 and you're having a hard time against like a 48 because it's your set skills. It makes no sense as to why they would limit something like that. It just boggles my mind. Yes, I know. Start that. Nah. My computer already has a program for doing this, but yeah, everything is offline. Go figure. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, see, yesterday it said the 12th. Now it's the 11th. That sucks. But as I was saying, it makes no sense. It makes no sense as to why they would set that up that way. Because going through and let's see, classes, tank and damage. See, rage. I mean, it makes no sense. You go through fury. These are your mains. Meat cleaver. I mean, that doesn't make sense having that there. Anger management. That right there. They moved it to level 100. Even though anger management was like low on the tier before. They changed all this around, and like this really screwed up the whole game. I mean, you get 1 for each of these levels, and you can only pick 1 of these. I mean, you couldn't mix and match. It's like, yeah, some people complained that there was overpowerings, and people were just had too they were too strong. But that was the point of the game. You could choose any one of these and be overpowered. You could be an overpowered mage. You could be an overpowered priest, a, a warlock, a paladin, hunter. You could be overpowered in any one of them. It all depended on your playing style and what you chose for the talent tree. It made no sense to step away from that and minimalize each one of these into these little subcategories. You don't have anything in any of these. I mean, yes, this increase your maximum energy by 50. Great. But then you lose out on all this other stuff which you could choose before. It all depended on, where you were sitting. Let's open all these up real quick. Yeah. These, all of these were on the low end of the spectrum before, and now they're way, way up there. I mean, you got to be a level 100 for these, and before you only needed like to be level 20. Let's do shaman. Spirit wolf, 45. Spirit wolf, 45. Spirit wolf, 45. See, shaman, you have a set that goes along with it for each one. Let's see. Rogue. Bigger. See, there's certain ones that mark for death. Bigger. Certain things don't go away. I mean, you got Night Stalker there and there, but you don't have it here. Go to this. See. See that? Certain ones stay identical all the way across. Hunter. Certain ones stay the same all the way across, no matter what. And you go to warrior. Everything is different. It's the only one that does that. Go to druid. Oh, see? This whole thing stays the same. It makes no sense to lock warriors into one setting. It makes no sense. It really doesn't, because you're going from the original talent tree with endless combinations to 3 sets per class. There's 3 sets per class minus that one, but it locks you down to just it's a limitation. It's a limitation on everything, and that's where they made the mistake. And it falls on the developers, and in the end, it's up to them. But you know, a lot of them, they they just they do it as the Joe Dirt. You know the movie Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt, he meets the Indian guy that only likes snakes and sparklers. That's all he sells because it's all he likes. Well, World of Warcraft did the same damn thing. They set the players' talents and skills to something that they like and what they like only. It's not about you as the seller. It's about your customers and what the customers want. And you took the customers' wants and needs and said, screw you guys. We're going to set it to a bare minimum, and then we're going to do this thing of World of Warcraft Classic, where we'll give you the talent tree back, but we're going to change the entire game, and we're going to make a different game, but give you a talent tree that you can pick and choose. It's ridiculous. I mean, why? Why would you do such a stupid thing? Oh, I want to check that thing out real quick. Yeah. Be up 3 p.m. Man. That sucks.